You. Okay. Okay. Oh, we're on now? Oh my goodness, look at this, Scott. We're on right now. Come follow me, Scott Russell.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
This is very exciting.
DJ,
Do you know
you're
what's
here from
going on?
Iceland.
Stop. There we go. We're going to go this way, Scott. Come this way. Do you know what I hear in the background? I hear Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer's music.
Playing time, 2 minutes, 55 seconds.
You ran away from me. With good reason. Come, Scott. Come sit down. I have so much to speak with you about. My buddy, Scott Russell.
Caitlin Weaver, Andrew.
We're getting closer.
Keith, how are you?
I'm good. Now, you had some pretty interesting conversations today. I want you to tell everybody all about it.
Yeah, you know, Tessa Virtue, Scott Moyer are back on the ice at the
Oh, yeah.
World Championships.
Looking for their third title.
Looking for the third title, but what's really interesting, this is an anniversary of sorts. They first competed together in 1997, 20 years ago. At the time, they were 7
just a
and
girl.
9 years old, respectively. So I asked them about that partnership and how long it's been able to survive and how it's been able to survive. And they talked about the fact that they said, you know what? We resisted the temptation to blame each other for anything, to criticize anything. And what they said was we had to work on our communication from the get-go. And they've been able to do that. You know, it's the longest surviving partnership in Canadian sport. Longer than Ian Miller and Big Ben, longer than any figure skater in history, longer than Marnie McBean and Kathleen Heddle in the rowboat. These two have been together for 20 years competitively, and they're getting better, which is amazing.
Unbelievable. Well, you know what? And it is wonderful to see just how much better they're getting. I didn't think that they could be better, but they are. So,
Well, yeah, I think it's interesting. You know, they switched their training base. They went to Montreal. Marie-France Dubré and Patrice Lauzon are their key coaches. And in talking to Patrice, it was very interesting today because he was a tremendously successful ice dancer along with Marie-France Dubré. And the thing is, he said, what they have to resist, and every team has to resist, is coaching each other. Don't try to coach each other.
Yeah.
Leave the coaching up to the coach. And so Virtue and Moyer don't try to coach each other. They let other people do that, and they work on their communication on the ice. It's really a remarkable partnership.
Okay, talking about partnership in the background, I can hear that great music, which is Caitlin Weaver and Andrew.
Great.
Now they're training a little bit in Russia, you told me. Tell me
Yeah,
what
well,
they
they made a change this year, as you know. 40% of the time they spend in Moscow now, training with Nikolai Morozov. And that's a huge difference for them. And they were very interesting, because asked, why as Canadians do you give up on the podium funding in order to go and train in Russia 40% of the time? And Caitlin said, look, we knew we had to make a change because we weren't getting to where we wanted to be, which is at the very top. But we can't tiptoe into change. We have to be all in. And then Andrew backs that up by saying, over the years we started to lose our passion in particular at the last World Championships where they finished off the podium.
Yep.
So now we got to go feed our soul, and there's a great ice dance culture in not only Moscow, but they spent a lot of time in New York City where there's great dance culture, as Andrew talks about. So they're going out on a limb, making a big change, but they're all in.
Guess what? Michelle Barras. Llewellyn says, long live Virtue and Moyer. And guess what? Hi, PJ. Scott Russell. Love hearing you talk about my faves. Thanks so much, guys. I think we're done. Are we going to head back up the stairs?
Yeah, we're going to
What do
go
you
up.
think?
What a beautiful arena.
It is gorgeous.
Jokerit, KHL hockey. They play right here, but it's all about figure skating right now. Pete.
KHL,
you
is
know
that
Yeah.
hockey?
That was the Geyser.
Thanks so much, Scott. We'll see you soon. Keep those questions coming. Keep those letters coming at Skating PJ and at
CBC Scott Russell.
Bye, guys.